in Matthias Askew today, but Vickerson, who actually backs up, he's got a lot of playing time here this afternoon. He's been in that backfield more times than not. This one's complete to Piper, and he breaks it. 15-10. He's at the 5-yard line with 1:14 to go. Hold on to your seats, folks. This football game isn't over. Rod was correct.
And, you know, Piper's filling in, you know, for an injured guy, and he's made some big-time plays today. I mean, he does have speed. When he goes over the top of you, I mean, he's gonna score on you.
So Piper with 10 receptions for 171 yards. Didn't we talk with Coach McCown about that yesterday?
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing I like about the young man Piper is that he catches the ball in his hands. A lot of young receivers want to let the ball get into their chest, but he catches it in his hands, and he's making big plays. 10 for 171 in the score.
So McCown knocking on the door. Still some time left. Going upstairs. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. This one pulled in by Julius Cosby. The 6'1" junior out of Vicksburg, Mississippi pulls it in, and they'll be going for 2.
You know what? Last week, Michigan State tried to run a little cover 4 defense and didn't have a whole lot of success with it because the linebackers and the safety were on the same page.
They're going for 1. Scobie's coming in. Would have been a 4-point ball game. So it's 19 to 14 now. It's a 5-point. Even the 2-point conversion make it 4. 1:09 to go, but the Bulldogs are fighting and scratching to stay in this football game. Bulldogs are saying it's our football. It's up near the 45-yard line.
Hey, get back in there and help your guy. Don't run away from the pile.
It is Louisiana Tech football with 1:05 to go in the ball game, trailing 19 to 14.
You know what? I was always taught to be aggressive and go get the football. Don't let it come to you. And that's what they tried to do. But the ball just bounced off the quarterback's chest and into the opposing hands. But at least he was aggressive going after you. Don't sit back on your heels and let some guy with the red hat come down and punch you in the face. Go try to make a play on the ball. It just didn't work out. Now you got 2. He realized I got to set this down. That's a mistake by McCown. McCown's got to see that safety come off the hash and know he's seeing cover 2 and not blitz coverage.
Exactly 60 seconds to go. Second down for McCown. Avoids the rush. Lobinjo turning up the heat, and this one's going to be complete. It's complete to Newman, and Newman's down to the 22-yard line. Oh, my. 49 seconds left on the clock. Eric Newman, we've already seen him with the one-handed stab, and now he comes down with the big grab and puts the ball down to the 22.
Look at McCown here. Avoid the rush, scramble back, and then make a good play. He's a fantastic thrower on the move, and then
going for broke, it's Norwood, Chris Norwood, and it's incomplete. He stepped on, he's out of bounds. He made the grab, and he was out of bounds. Oh, how close for Jack Bicknell was that?
Wow. I thought that was a touch. Did he step out of bounds, or did he bobble that thing?
He had possession. They said he stepped out of bounds.
When you look at it here, it's a good football. I mean, right over the upfield shoulder, and I think he stepped out of bounds. What a great catch.
Great concentration. Chris Norwood, the 6'1" junior out of Jackson, Mississippi, the #1 receiver on this football team last year, with 61 catches.
Look at that ball, where that ball comes in. I mean, that's not bad defense. Knees out of bounds. There you go.
Well, that Michigan State defense, they've been putting heat on Luke McCown all afternoon. McCown, it's ironic, it's going to come down to the defense to save this football game. 2nd and 10, McCown back on the field. 13 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs trailing 19 to 14. McCown, plenty of time, going back the other way.
Oh,
had his man.
Oh.
And again, it was Julius Cosby who just caught the previous touchdown for Louisiana Tech.
Look at McCown. He's sick with himself. He had the guy wide open. The perfect route's called. You got 2 guys inside, 1 guy going to the corner. He's got his man beat by 7 yards, and you just flat missed him. It's like that golfer. You know, you're in the PGA Championship in the final round. Mom and Dad are fired up. He said, "Calm down, son. You'll be okay." He's a little juiced up right now. He overthrew that ball.
Seconds to go. Last year, McCown hooked up with Eric Franklin with 1 minute to go to beat Oklahoma State. Now, if they can beat Michigan State, it'll be their first victory against a Big Ten team. McCown rolling right. Touchdown! DJ Curry has it, and Louisiana Tech takes the lead with 2 seconds to go in the ball game. Unbelievable.
You know what? I know they've had a ton of problems running their cover 4. What they call it is usually called red 4. Okay, but I don't like man-to-man defense unless you're blitzing 6 or 7 guys on some kind of read blitz. I hate man-to-man coverage in the red zone. I mean, even though you don't have a lot of field to work with, the receivers only have to get open by about a yard or 2, and the ball gets fit in there, and it's a touchdown. I don't like that call by John L. Smith. Either you blitz 7 guys and play man behind that with automatic pressure and better contained than that, or you play zone. Those are your only choices. Man-to-man without bringing pressure doesn't work in the red zone.
What a gutsy performance by that young man, Luke McCown. Had several opportunities in the first half, or for the ball game for that matter. They had 6 turnovers in the ball game. And DJ Curry, who had a streak of 24 consecutive games, extends it to 25, but he'll be remembering that touchdown grab for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he certainly will. And I'm disappointed for Spartan fans. Great thing for Jack McCown, because I interviewed the guy yesterday and talked to him. He seems like a great guy and wanted to talk shop with us about X's and O's all day long. It was a wonderful interview. But, I just, as a former cornerback, I do not approve of man-to-man defenses in the red zone unless you're blitzing. You see right here, there are only 4 guys rushing the passer. Everybody else is matched up. That's not zone, that's man. And you can't have a safety, covering a speedy wide receiver. He's just going to lose that battle every day, every time. McCown's fired up, huh?
And mom and dad jumping out of their seats here in East Lansing. They've traveled a lot of miles over the years with their 3 boy quarterbacks, and but boy, they'll remember this. This has to be one of the more memorable.
Hey, did you see?
Here it is, looking downfield. He has 3 receivers. Shabbai is there, and it's knocked down by the Bulldogs. And this ball game is going in the books, and it's going to Luke McCown and Louisiana Tech. You've got about 15, 20 seconds. Your final thoughts on the ball game.
Well, you know what? La Tech turned the ball over too many times to win a football game. They didn't protect their passer very well until late in the 4th quarter. But you've got to give them a ton of credit. They did hang in there. Michigan State's going to have to find an answer in their secondary and in their play calling on defense. Down the stretch, they lost 1 guy, and they just didn't get it done.
Luke McCown with his 10th 400-yard game of his career. The winning touchdown scored with 2 seconds left on the clock. And Louisiana Tech has their first victory over a Big Ten school. For Rod Smith and the entire ESPN Plus crew, I'm Mike Gleason saying so long. Our final score, Louisiana Tech 20, Michigan State 19. This has been a presentation of ESPN Plus, the worldwide leader in collegiate sports television. So long, everybody.